we were trying to find a way to get our students more engaged in their own learning. We had some data from NSSE, National Survey on Student Engagement, that showed that our students, the amount of time that they were spending outside of class and preparing for class was declining. And it suggested to us that they didn't maybe see the relevance in putting time outside of class to prepare.
In this type of pandemic situation, the kids are being forced to go into a team model, and we're getting a lot of feedback from our students that, hey, we only have one computer in the household. I've got brothers and sisters now that are jockeying for that piece of technology. So the only time I can do my work is between 3 and 5 a.m. in the morning. It's pretty challenging. This model allows the students to go in as independents. They don't necessarily have to rely on each other in a quote unquote true team environment.
We chose 3 different courses as a part of the initial thrust of using this package of the academic leveling course as well as a simulation. And we did it intentionally. We chose a financially oriented course, financial reporting and controls. We chose another course that was more about organizational behavior. And then the third course was one about strategy. And part of what we were trying to do is to look at where it best fit, A, and then B, could we use it in several different types of courses and have a similar kind of impact in terms of meeting the students where they're at, and therefore making their education more engaging. And I would say we had to make certain adaptations based on the nature of the courses, but across the board, across all 3 courses, it seemed to work really, really well. The academic leveling courses are great at helping to reinforce key concepts that they might have learned all along, but quite frankly, forgotten. And so, when we combine the 2, the academic leveling courses as well as the one-day simulation, now what we've got is we've got a portfolio of products, if you will, or portfolio of support material that the students can take or learn or use at their own pace.
The model, I liked it because it worked for individuals, and yet they still felt they were part of a team environment because they could learn from each other and share. So that was a key learning for me.
What I liked about this simulation is it had an avatar, so the students adopted a persona. And here's the impact. There's two parts to this response. First off, when the students did their reflection papers, out of 140 or 150 reflection papers total over the course of the 6 episodes in the 16 weeks or so, 70-some-odd% of them, the students used the word I when talking about their experience in the simulation. And to link it even tighter, the avatar in this case was a woman named Emma who worked for an airline. The students adopted Emma's persona. And so that told me that we were meeting students where they're at. Mm-hmm. They were comfortable with adopting a persona. They were in the simulation as Emma. And I thought that was extremely powerful, and I've not seen that before in 25 years of teaching.
What I saw was the magic of students peer coaching each other. So it wasn't so much that they were dependent on success as a team, and it was more about they could, use each other as coaches and whatnot. So I saw a lot of peer learning in this process, which I sometimes don't see in a team environment.
Impact on one student who summed it up best, and I absolutely love what he said. He said something to the effect of, I don't like education. I've only ever gone because my parents forced me to. On top of that, I don't like simulations. I'm not a game player. So when I was in a class that I had to take and I was told that we were going to do a simulation, I was not excited at all. In fact, I was very upset. By the 3rd episode of this simulation, I realized that I was enjoying education for one of the first times in my life, that I was learning. By the time I ended, I didn't want the simulation to end because I felt like I had learned so much as a result of taking this class and of the simulation. That's powerful stuff. And that's the kind of quote that honestly, as an educator, keeps drawing me back in.